Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. It's your boy Big J, and I'm here with Jules9190. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. By the way,
Well,
I just wanted to tell each and every one of y'all happy Valentine's Day. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. This was going to be a great podcast. This is one of those special events. I wasn't sure if I was going to do one this Wednesday or not because of it being Valentine's Day. But Jules was like, you know what? I got you. Let's do this. And I'm really excited. So it's a pleasure to have you on this podcast. The movement is all about you guys, the content creators, the streamers, and I'm just gonna give you the red carpet like I give everybody else, and let you kind of introduce yourself to the lovely people out there.
all right. Well, my name is Jules. I'm also a lot of people call. Okay, let's see. Reword this. My name is Jules. I'm part of the Squirrely Squad. I stream on Kick, and I am a mom of two. So I live in Alaska, and so with the Squirrely Squad, there's the Squirrely Queen, and then we got the Arctic Fox Queen, and I'm the Arctic Fox because I live up north. So it's a huge thing. We
That's pretty
started doing
cool.
that, and so yeah, and so I got obsessed with foxes and stuff, and I had like people in the community send me little foxes and things like that. It's been great. But yeah, no, I stream over on Kick. I might go and do multi-streaming on Twitch, but I haven't decided on if I'm going to go back or not.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, multi-streaming is a tough task. I mean,
Multiple chats, man.
it's manageable, but I mean, I feel like if you can multitask, it is a good thing for you to do. I mean, multi-streaming. So my thing with why I kind of stopped doing the multi-streaming is because, like, for example, if I get a message on one, I may not get a message on the other one, and then it makes people feel like they're getting ignored. And I don't want
Yeah.
nobody to ever feel like they're getting ignored because I love my people. So I would not ever ignore anybody, but that's just part of what happens. The software, the technology, it gets lost sometimes, and you can miss a message and it's just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But
pretty much. And I also, even with just the one chat, like if I'm really engrossed in a game, so let's say I'm playing Overwatch. If I
mhm.
get super engrossed in the game, I'll look over and be like, oh my goodness, that person talked like 5, 10 minutes ago. I didn't mean to ignore you. I was in a heated battle.
Oh yeah, so I can tell you I've gotten yelled at many, many times playing Call of Duty and not. So I tell people, so my thing is I'm opposite. So I'll be into chat and they'll be like, Jay, we need you. Jay, we're down. Help. Like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And the next thing you know, it's like, this is our last game. I'm like, ooh, sorry guys.
Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry.
I've been there. I've been
Yeah.
there before, or I've gotten like hosted or rated, right? And you're sitting there and you go mute and you forget that you go mute and you're sitting there trying to talk to the people and you're like, no, right there. And they're like, you've been muted this entire time. I'm like, I'm sorry. So some of the people I play with, they're like, just don't mute. I don't care. We want to hype you up. Why are you muting?
Right. So I want to acknowledge the chat. So we got Venturous the Gamer. He says Swirly Fox Queen. He said, let's go. We got Relax with Rocky. She says, hey, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Yeah, I'm telling you, he says facts happens to me all the time. I'm telling you, I just, I tell you, getting caught up with the game and the chat is just like, it can be difficult, but it's very manageable. But I miss multi-streaming, but I just don't like the simple fact that it kind of loses the messages in between, and I don't ever want nobody to feel like I'm ignoring them because I know what that feels like, and getting ignored is not a good thing. And if they
No.
think that I'm ignoring them, I know it hurts. So I do not ever want to intentionally hurt anybody. Okay, so let's see. We got some good questions. We got some good questions, guys. And I know she's going to answer these to the best of her abilities.
I'm gonna try. Every once in a while, if you see the little mute button hit, it's either because my son is screaming randomly in the background. So every once in a while, I mute myself just so that way it doesn't go through my microphone.
Hey, it's all good. You know what? I'm pretty sure most of the chat can understand. Most of them may have kids or have, nephews or nieces, so we all understand when it comes to that aspect. So it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Give me the cue, and I'll be like, okay, I got you, and I'll just talk to the chat or something. It's perfectly fine. So
Sweet.
okay, first question is, when did you become a content creator slash streamer?
Whoa. So that's a good question because I have to remember it was actually close to COVID. So when COVID hit, I had a newborn and I had my 5-year-old at the time. She's now, has it really been that long since COVID hit? Almost like 4 or 5 years? Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes, it's been a long. It's been a while.
I just realized that. I was like, "Whoa." So I was sitting and I was trying to connect with more people because when COVID hit, you weren't able to leave. And
Right.
when you're a stay-at-home mom, you're stuck with your children all day long. So it's like I need that adult interaction, even if it's just on talking to someone on games or as on a stream. You're reaching out to people. And so I started it as more of that. And I think it was in I want to say April of 2020. I
Oh,
wanna
okay.
say is when I started. I could be wrong. It could have been a little later, but I think it was in that 2020 time.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we had just bought the house, we got our PCs. I was like, "I'll just try my hand at it." A friend of mine was like, "I wanna watch you play games and while I'm at work." And I was like, "Okay, I'll make a Twitch and we'll just do this." And I just started gaining traction. I was like, "Wait, what? I could hang out with people?" And
Yeah.
actually be able to do that. And so I just mainly did it to be able to connect with people. And I had friends that were like, "I want to watch you while I'm at work, but I can't join Discord to watch you in Discord. So can you stream it so I can have my earplug in and not look like I could put it in my pocket every once in a while and it doesn't look like I'm not working."
Right, right, right. And it's crazy that you say that because like a lot of people that work can still watch people stream, and I'm like, man, that's got to be pretty cool. Like being
That's
able
a
to
cool
watch,
job.
yeah, to be able to still watch your friends like stream and game or do podcasts or something, as long as they're still working, they can still kind of
I have a friend
watch.
that does that too, and I have a few friends that actually do that. They work overnight shifts, and some of them they work
Oh,
like they're either like security, so they can put their phone like on the desk or whatever, and have it sitting there, so that way they're still watching, but they
yeah.
have their, and they'll have their one earbud in or whatever. So it's just, I have friends that do that, and sometimes he'll jump into Discord and chat with me and see like, "Hey, you gonna be playing later?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll probably be on because Alaska time."
I'm telling you. So like, I know right
Oh,
now
so bright.
it's
I'm
like,
gonna shut the blind just a little bit.
okay, okay, that's fine. How is chat doing, by the way? How's everybody doing? How is everybody's Valentine's Day? I know I got, I put on a red shirt for the special occasion. Look,
Oh,
it's the month of love. We are here. It is Valentine's Day. I'm so excited. And we got Jules9190. It can't get no better than that. We about to turn up. We about to turn up.
yeah, it's getting hot in our house. Alaska, you would think it'd be cold, but no. So the sun is hitting the black roof and it's heating up the house, and we have
Ooh,
in-floor heating. So on top
yeah.
of that, the heat's rising and the heat's
Oh my goodness.
we're trapped in
Hey,
between.
oh my goodness. Yeah, and right now it's like, okay, so I always wondered, being in Texas and then out there in Alaska, like I know the time zones, and like we always was just told like Alaska's always cold. Is that true? Like,
Mm-mm. So Alaska, so with Alaska,
day is nice and quiet, peaceful so far. Hey, and I hope it stays peaceful too.
yeah, so with Alaska, the winters are really cold. And it also depends on where you're at. So if you're in up north, because I'm more south. If
Yeah.
you're farther north, it's
Mm-hmm.
super cold. The wind chill and everything, it gets to -80, to -100, depending on where you're at. Where I'm at, the coldest we got was -20 for the winter.
Negative. Oh,
Um, it freezing. I hate the cold. I was born and raised here, so I blame it on my parents. They birthed me here, and I've been stuck.
so
Winter or summers, however, we can get up to 80 to 90 depending on where you're at.
oh wow. Okay.
Because the way that the earth is, the turn, we have the sun on us during the summer. So that's how that
Yeah, I know that. Yo, that sounds very, very freezing. Look, listen,
yeah.
look.
It's yeah, negative degrees. It is not fun.
I'm from the South, in the States, and look, I love it being warm. Now, hot, that's a whole different story. Cold, look, we're not built for the cold either. So it's like you got to have the right weather for us in Texas.
Well, and on top of that, when you're younger, you don't care if it snows. You go out and play in the snow. You throw a snowball. You build. I'm like, kids, you want to go outside? You go out back where I can see you, and I'm not going. Like, nope.
Right,
I stay
right.
where it's warm in my house.
I'm telling you, and it's like the older you get, it's like the more the cold just it messes with the bones and stuff. And the heat, you get so frustrated from it being hot, and it's just like I need the AC, I need the ceiling fan, I need fans, I need everything. Just put everything on because it's hot out here. It could be 75 degrees out here and it's burning hot to us. Like we just
During the summer, I usually have most of the windows open. I have a fan up above and everything. Like everything is it gets really warm. And on top of that, with with a roof that's black, the
yeah.
sun rolling down on it, it gets super, super hot.
Oh man. The weather, I tell you, it's something else. It's they can say it's going to be one thing and then the next it's a whole different temperature. So you know
I agree with that statement. I am ready for summer.
hey, yes, hey, I'm ready for something too. Hey, we all
I'm
need
like,
to just
and it's melting like crazy, but as I said, it is fall spring. So what Alaska does is it gives us this like false sense of hope. We're like, yay, it's melting. Woo! And then like at the end of February, beginning of March, usually a snowstorm happens. Some type of
oh
storm or
no.
negative weather happens, and you're like, well, this is where we die.
No, it's like, hey, it's getting sunny. We can go out and play. The next thing you know, it's chilly
I
again.
don't have to wear a coat. I legit don't have to wear a coat right now. It's 44 degrees outside. For me, that's pretty warm because I'm used to the negative
Hold
right now.
on,
So I'm
hold
like out
on.
there with no coat.
You
I'm
said
like,
it's
woo, let's do this.
Cat. Y'all heard that? She said it's 44 degrees and she doesn't have to wear a jacket. Meanwhile, in Texas, if it's 40 something degrees out
Yep.
here, we gotta wear a jacket. Yo, that's
It's a different temperature though, because where you guys are at, isn't it? You guys are more like a wet, not wet, but like a humid. What is it,
yeah.
humid, or is it? You're more of a humid cold. So it's a little like ours is a dry cold usually, depending on where you're located. And so it just depends on that. I've been to Texas when
Oh
I was
wow.
6. When I
Yeah.
was 6,
Yeah.
almost 30 years ago, we're fine.
So Venture says 44 degrees makes me not want to go outside. Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Look.
It's for some people, like my best friend, she's like 44 degrees, that's tank top and shorts weather to her. She would
What?
legit go out with flip-flops, shorts, a tank top, hair up, go hiking. She would do it at
What?
44 degrees.
Oh my god! And that's a native Alaskan, right? That's another Alaskan, right? Or no?
Well, she's technically not from Alaska. She moved up here and then moved back. She lives in Washington. And
Oh, okay,
so
okay, okay, okay.
she's got that rainy weather. So
Yeah.
she's slightly okay with the cold, but she likes it up here.
Well, I mean, I've been in Washington State, and then I've been in Florida, and the weather out there is a little bit different. Like I know it's a little humid out there in Florida, and it can get a little bit rainy, but then I know up in Washington the weather, like you see the mountains, it's just so pretty, and it's always raining. but it's a beautiful view out there. You see the Space Needle, and it's just oh
Yeah, I want to go to Washington to where she's at because she says that she knows where all the spots are. So like she knows where the ocean is at, like all the good spots to take photos, and with like the cliffs next to it and everything. So she knows all the good spots. The only two places I've ever been is Texas and California.
yeah. When
I've
I
never been anywhere else.
oh
So
really? Hey, there's so many different sights to see out here in the great US, the great US of A. But
yes.
yeah, I always wanted to go to Vegas. I don't know why. I just feel like that everybody wants to go have fun in Vegas. And you know what? The Super Bowl was just in Vegas, and it's just like
Oh man, I know. And did you hear how like $8,000 for a ticket though?
I heard it was like expensive
That
for
was
a
the least amount. That was the least amount. Like you're up in the nosebleeds, you're getting punched in the face if your team doesn't win or something like that. I don't know.
ah,
But the most expensive one from what I was reading was 2 million.
wow. I
I was like, and
heard
$300 for a parking.
yo, they said that it was like almost $20 for like a little
A beer.
yeah, like a little
Yeah,
coat. I'm like,
sounds about right.
yeah, your friend is a tough one. Yo, Black Dog, we got Ventures,
Wait,
Black Dog.
my friend is a tough one. She actually, when she lived up here, every single time the first snow happened, she'd go out there barefoot.
20, yeah, it was expensive at the Super Bowl. Look, I don't know anybody that went to that Super Bowl, but I can tell you they probably paid a lot of money. You got the flight, you got the ticket, of course, and then you got
So
park.
where
uh,
you're gonna stay. But the thing about it is so another fun fact about me is I'm the youngest of seven.
oh wow.
So I have a sister that lives in Vegas. So if I ever wanted to go to Vegas, I could be like, "Hey sis, do you have a spare bedroom?"
Yo, dang! So you got the hookup, and that's crazy
Kind of.
because that's crazy because like a lot of people do like to go to Vegas, and it's like if you ever were to go, you would have you would be saving a lot compared to a lot of other people that are new to that area.
I would love to be able to stay in one of the hotels though, like on the strip, just because that's an experience you don't get very often. And if you're on the strip, you can walk around with your drinks.
Hey,
And then you can
now
go back to your hotel room with said drinks. Like you can actually do those sort of things and not have to worry about, well, I drove here. How am I going
right,
to get home?
right,
So that was my whole thought process behind it. But
yeah.
there's a lot of different types of, you can save money pretty easily if you know where to find the coupons, basically.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, that's that. When TwitchCon was out that way, I really wanted to go so
Man,
bad. I was just saving, and I was
I feel
streaming,
you.
and it was like it was close, but yeah,
This
yeah.
year it's going to be in San Diego.
you know. It gets. I seen the videos. It gets crazy at those Twitch cons. Yo, Hill
Man,
House.
my issue with it is even if I was to try to go, which I would love to be able to go, just to be able to meet the creators, not for all the hype of it, just to meet the different people.
Yeah.
Um, they always do it on the wrong week because my husband is usually gone the week that they do
Ah,
TwitchCon. So
TwitchCon,
I
get it
can't be like,
together.
"Hey, will you watch the kids 3 days?" I'll just 3 days, all I need.
Right.
Yeah, it's in San Diego. It's supposed to be there this year. Someone had said Ohio, and I was like, "What's in Hawaii? What?
What?
Where?
What's
Why would they be?
what?
What would be in Ohio? I don't know."
No offense to anybody out that way, but
Yeah, I was gonna
hey,
say what I don't know what's in Ohio, so I wouldn't know where they would do that. Cleveland, maybe? I don't know.
yeah, that's about the only place I know that's known out that way. Sorry, guys, I don't know anybody that's out that way, but that's the only place I know is Ohio. Like Cleveland, I get it, but yeah, I mean, it would be cool if they did one in Texas because I mean, Texas. I
Hey,
feel
that
like
would be well. Loot Fest is in Texas.
See, you know more about so like a lot of people they be like, have you ever been to like those events where they do like cosplays and stuff? And I'm like,
I
but
would love to. So we have those in Anchorage here in Alaska. We have different different types of con. Like it's called Arctic Con, and you can actually go and dress up and stuff. But it's not as big and as as the states, the
right.
really big ones that I would love to go to. I would have loved to gone to Loot Fest and stuff like that, DreamHack, things like that. It would have been so much fun. I know creators that are going. I'm like, what? I want to go. I live in Alaska. I can't make it.
Hey, we got a lot of legends in the building. Yo, much love to everybody. We got Echo, we got Hill House, we got my cousin Saint and Whisper. Hey, if you guys have not already followed Jules9190, please feel free to follow her on the kick side, the green side, Make sure y'all show her some love. She does stream a little later in the evenings because of the time difference. So what is late to us would be early for her. So y'all make sure y'all show her some love.
Thank
Yes.
you. Have you been to? Have you? I was gonna say, have you been to Alaska, Sainted Whisper?
Are
He said best place ever. I figured
oh yeah
the
he
one
does
spot, the one
he does
sunshine spot just keeps finding.
yeah my cousin he does do a lot of traveling and yeah for him to say that he loves it, best place ever. See, look,
Summertime's the best. If you come to Alaska, I have to say this, summer is the best. You can go fishing, hiking, camping, all of that. And it's warm. It's not freezing. I mean, at night it can get a little colder, but that's why you got sleeping bags, campfires, and s'mores. Come on. So
I got family up by Craig and Hollis Bay. Nice.
okay.
Look, all y'all know. Look, y'all need to look. Next time y'all go out that way, y'all need to let me know. Big J in Alaska, let's do this.
I'm
Oh
more, I
man.
think if I'm correct, I'm a little more south than Craig, I believe, if I'm correct, because I think that is north of Anchorage,
Oh, so
if I'm correct.
you said that's where it's more cold, right?
During the winter. During the
Okay.
summer, the north can get pretty warm,
Oh,
is the
okay.
thing. So
Okay.
like Fairbanks, which is mid, so it's in the exterior, Fairbanks is, it can get to 90, almost 100 because of how the sun hits.
Oh my
So yeah,
goodness. So it's either really cold or really hot. Look,
pretty
listen.
much. Summertime.
Oh
Cold in
my
the summer,
goodness.
either summer or late spring, early fall. Those would be the 3 times you want to come to Alaska, is around that time.
Right. Oh man, look, we just sitting there having a good time. And look, it's only 30 minutes. Look, 30 minutes into the podcast, guys. Much love. If y'all have not showed her some love, please feel free to show her some love. She does have Twitter and she does have TikTok and Instagram, right?
Yeah, I try.
Look, I'm trying to promote I'm trying to get
I
everybody on
try
all
with
your
the
social
Instagrams,
medias.
and I try my hardest with posting on TikTok. You know how learning to figure out what will hit, what won't, or just what you feel comfortable posting.
The algorithm.
Pretty much. And I'm trying to like branch out because I'm like, if I keep doing like gaming videos and stuff like that are cool, but like if I try to do something myself, like a video of reacting to something or something, but it's
Right.
just I gotta find that thing that I get a little nervous. I get stage fright.
Hey, it happens. It happens. I was just telling you before I go live, I get a little nervous, but then
Exactly. I
when
sit
I
there
go,
and stare at that button. I stare at it. I'm all like, what do I do? Do I push that button or should I just not do it today?
I'm telling you, there has been days where I would wake up because y'all know I'm an early streamer. So when I wake up, I'll sit here and sit in front of my PC, my setup, and then I'm just like, it says go live, and I'm just
Demo,
like,
I do have a YouTube, but I'm learning to post more to it.
I'm like,
Also, Homer is an awesome place to go. It's a they call it's a quaint little fishing village with a drinking problem.
Oh.
It's because it's basically fishermen's. It's got a bit. It's called the Homer Spit. So the way that it works is you've got the bay, and it's got a land like out towards the middle of it, and it's got the docks and everything, and so they can just go right out to fish. They come right back. There's bars, there's shopping, there's good cuisine, you know, some local Alaskan caught fish, all of that. It's amazing. I love
Hey.
going there. We try to go every summer. It's amazing.
Oh snap! We got Zoden in the building. Hey, how we doing, Zoden? Hey, yeah, big ups. Yo, I'm trying to get as much people over to YouTube as possible. Like I said, I know all the platforms. Like, you know, you got TikTok. You know, you got Twitter. People can go live on Instagram nowadays. You got Facebook Gaming. You got
You've got
Kick,
so many different ones.
Twitch.
There's even like Provo and just all those different ones. There's so many different platforms.
Yeah,
And I tell everyone, I'm like, if you find your niche on one, great. I'm not going to be upset. You know, no one should be upset for someone for finding where they feel more comfortable at.
I agree with that 100%. And I've always told people too, like whenever you find your platform, always have another option. Always have a second option because you do not ever know what will happen to that platform. Take a look at what happened on Mixer. I streamed on Mixer and they shut down. And then guess what? We went to Twitch and then Kick and YouTube, TikTok. So, you know, it's just to tell you that, you know, always have other options just in case something happens to one platform. You can never be too safe and you can never be, you know,
too cautious. You can't be too
yeah,
cautious. Have that thing to fall back on. Kind of like what they say with people with different careers, or they're trying to, let's say, be an actress or a singer. Always have something to fall back on, so that way you're not, you know, not being able to do it.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that. Look, we went to the island where all the shops are, the tides were low. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
I'm trying to think of what like what shop that is, like what area that is.
See, now y'all talking all this Alaska talk. I gotta go to Alaska. That's it. Lonely, if you're watching this, we gotta go. We're gonna visit Jules and then we're gonna all hang out somewhere in Alaska. That's
We
right.
actually have beaches and stuff too. Like that's, you know, that's a thing. We actually have sand on beaches. We've got, you know.
Hey, Hill House, Saint Whisper, Zoden. Look, y'all pack y'all bags. We going. Alaska. Venturous, I don't care what you say. We're going. It's happening.
We should try to get them to do TwitchCon up here.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, you know,
I'd be like, yay, I don't have to spend thousands of dollars to fly there.
I'm telling you, like I'm visiting Jules too, where out my welcome. I'm gonna love being there so long. Then we went in the other side, went to Fox Island. Oh, okay. Fox Island. And you just said you like foxes too. That look.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Arctic foxes. I love regular foxes too, but I like my emblem is supposed to be a white Arctic fox, but the way I did it, I put the purple because purple's my favorite color.
Hey, fun fact! If y'all didn't know, ding ding. Man, look, we didn't talk up a storm. I still got a few questions to ask. All right, I know. Look, we supposed to do an hour, so I'm trying to manage my time. Because look, I said I know it's Valentine's Day, so I do not want to keep you no longer than an hour, ma'am. So let's go.
It's all good. I'll be like, I'll let you know if I'm like, oh no, people are showing up.
All right, so
I'm technically already ready. I mean, it's the husband that has to get ready. So.
Hey. So
I do have a Twitter.
Hey.
It's not gonna be so if you type in Jules9190, another fun fact about me. Most of my gamer tags used to be Jules6990. I was young. The 69, okay, I was young. Well, every time I played Call of Duty, every time they would see the 69 in there and they'd be like, oh my God. I'm like, okay, changing my name. This is not fun anymore.
Oh, Labyrinth, how you doing? Yeah, I look. We all been there. We all have grown playing Call of Duty, and we can honestly say that
Yep.
it gets wild. It gets out of hand sometimes, but we've all been there. We all noticed it.
Yeah.
We've all heard it and seen it.
I mean, we still. I mean, a lot of times you still hear it and see it, no matter what. I mean, it's trash talk. It's Call of Duty. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh yeah. And you know what? If y'all didn't know, I'm gonna say it anyway. And she
Oh
can
my
she can
goodness.
yell at me if she wants to. She's a beast at Call of Duty. Y'all need to check her out for
Nope.
real. Y'all need to check her out
Nope.
for real. Next time she's playing Call of Duty, she's going ham. I'm telling you. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. I told you guys here first. Jules9190 is a beast at Call of Duty, and we got to get our collab on sometime.
Heck yeah. Sainted. I'm in the Kenai Peninsula area. It's a small little area. It's got a bunch of little cities, but it's a little area. It's cute.
All right, let's see. So I asked you that one. So let's see. What got you started? Like, what influenced you to become a content creator slash streamer? You said your friend, right?
Well, my friend, so there's a few different aspects to it. So my friend was one of them. He wanted to watch me play some games at one point. He was like, I get bored at work. He was a dishwasher, so he could set his phone up like up top while he was doing the stuff at work and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started playing with my friend Squirrel. Just glad to be here. She was one of the people that I followed, and I was like, I want to play like her. So we'd start playing, and we played a lot of Apex together, like a lot. And then I started seeing, more people. And one of the people that is one of my inspirations to this day, um, and he's an amazing content creator, and he blew up really fast. Sergeant Jackson 12.
Hey, you know,
So
I met him on Twitter, and then I followed him back when he was like just on Twitch, and then when everybody made the move to Kick,
yeah.
and then he's
What was
good.
really cool, what was really cool about it though, is he followed me on Twitter, and I was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, and this was before the check mark became paid for. You
Yeah.
got the check mark because either you did something or he was a weatherman
Oh wow.
before the Twitch things. And so I was like, wait, what? And so I saw his tweet. I was like, why is this person following me? And so I followed him on Twitch and Twitter and all that. And then he was having issues with not having enough mods at night because he would stream very late. And I'm like, well, I'm still here. It's only 9 o'clock at night and everyone else is asleep.
Hey,
So I became a mod over on Twitch. And so I've been a mod for him for almost 2 years now, on all of the platforms. So
that's nice. So
so he's one of my inspirations. He's a huge inspiration of mine.
that's awesome. So in other words, to have so when people are streaming late at night, y'all gotta find people that stay up, or maybe even like overseas, or maybe even outside of the US, because I tell you what, not many of my
It's hard.
friends and people know, like, I might not stream late at night like I used to, but it was tough. Now
It
imagine
is.
it's tough finding people that'll mod for you late at night. It's almost like if you're streaming late at night, you got to be prepared to stream and mod and interact with the chat and keep everybody entertained at the same time. So it's just like, but
And it's funny because that you said that, because I streamed last night, and Sarge was streaming last night. And so what I did is I made OBS smaller. I popped his chat out right next to
the cheat sheet, let's go.
I was like, well, that way, just in case. But there is one other person that mods at night too, because she works night shifts. So if she's there, I'm like, okay, sweet. I don't have to focus as much, but I'll look over every once in a while, see if there's anything that, needs to be addressed.
Right.
But for the most part, it was pretty, it's pretty chill.
That's pretty cool. Jules equals COD Queen. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, give her the crown, yo. Hey, look, she be doing her thing, and I be hearing that proxy chat, and they are not happy when she get them I'll be like,
I turn
yo.
off Crocs chat half the time too. I'm all like, I don't want to listen to this nonsense.
I don't blame you. I have
Because
mine
when they
off by
hear you're a
default.
girl, they're like, "Go back to the kitchen, make me a sandwich." I'm like, "I'd make you a sandwich, but you don't deserve it. Not with that mouth."
Hey, tell them, Jules. Tell them.
I make a pretty good sandwich. You ain't getting it.
Hey, I'm telling you, look, I can just imagine doing proxy chat with you one day. Look, one day when we're not streaming, we're just gonna have to play proxy chat and just listen to what they say, and just it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
That best friend that everyone was saying is pretty crazy and it's tough. So we used to do this thing of prox chat whenever the guys would get, butt hurt or whatever. We'd start every time we would die, we would moan into the mic. Every time. So we'd be playing cyber attack, we would die, we'd just moan in the mic. Just, a random like, you know, phone. And so at the end, when everyone was talking, they'd be like, "Who in the world was doing that? I can't concentrate." I'm like, "Well, that was the point." If you can't concentrate, we might win.
Hey. Yo, that's nice. Look, y'all, look, I'm telling you, hey, Jules is a golden egg, man. I'm telling you, y'all need to make sure y'all show her some love for real. Great streamer. I'm telling you, the times that I've been in there, always acknowledges the chat, always showing love, always shouting people out, and that's just the part of that gets people to come back, is the engagement and acknowledging
Yeah.
your people that are there to support you. We gotta get on YouTube, right? Look, let's go. YouTube. Okay, so let's see, where are we? So what are some of your favorite games to stream? I know we've been talking about Call of Duty a lot. I know you mentioned Apex. What are some of the games
So
that you
at the moment,
Mhm.
my main game I've been playing, everyone else has been playing it, Power World. That's been like, it took over my life.
Power World? That's a really, really addictive game. Like
It
everybody
is
was
very
talking about
addictive.
it, and I was like, okay, let's see what this hype is all about. And now it's just like I can't stop playing it.
And so I play other games too. Like I've got a library full. So we just
He says,
bought
okay, I like her now.
we just bought I think it's 2 terabyte SSD cards, so that way we'd actually be able to put more
Nice.
games on our PCs. And so now we've got 3 different drives on our PCs, so we have, we're able to put some games.
Yeah,
So I've got Phasmophobia, Demonologist, Grand Theft Auto,
let's go.
Fortnite, Finals, Apex. I've got Disney. I've got a bunch of games, and it's usually I'm like, what am I feeling that day? Am I feeling let's kill some people? I need to shoot some things because I'm frustrated, or is it I need to chill? Like last night, it was a chill because I fell on the ice and hurt myself. Clumsy me,
Mm.
but I needed that chill. I didn't need to be tensing up while trying to. I need to chill. So it just depends on.
Oh, I love Zoden. I love Zoden. He's like, and none of them matter with Power Worlds in your life.
I'm so excited for my little Power World 3D printed things to be here. I'm gonna be super
Yo, that's
happy.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's gonna
So
be so cool looking.
when we go on your stream, you're gonna have to show us, like, hey, y'all remember I was talking about the 3D print? This is it. Like we
Well,
go.
yeah, and so I've got a few other ones coming in, but this is one of the ones that
Oh,
I give up on that. Like they're so cool looking. I
oh,
love
look at
like this.
that. Yeah, that's really cool. I've never had a 3D print like
That's what that picture was, a 3D printed dragon
that's
that I
cool.
sent you. So it is, little buddy hanging out.
Hey, look, you already got questions for it. Look, we ain't even at the top of the hour. They already got questions for you.
Hey,
They
it's
say,
all good.
what do you do outside of streaming? Hey,
So few things. Let's see. Wintertime, mainly I game. Or I have 2 children. One is going to be 5 in June, and then I have an almost 11-year-old. So I do a lot of activities. I homeschool my oldest at the moment, and so she's in gymnastics, and then my youngest is in 2 different pre-Ks. And so, I just hang out with the family. During the summertime, we try to go and do road trips. So the beach, camping, family gatherings. We go out to do things with the family, like, get outdoors.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with
Because
that.
the
Look.
winter sucks. Winter sucks. I don't like going outdoors. I'm like, nope, staying home. We're not doing nothing. Watching movies. Go watch something. Get out of my hair. And my daughter, she just got not just got one. She's had it for a year now, but she got a Switch. And so
Oh.
she games now too. So she's like, "Can you play Lego Fortnite with me?" I'm like, "Not right now, please." So like she plays games too. So she's like wants all these different games that we play, and I'm like, "Honey, I love you, but some of these games are not for you."
That's crazy that you mentioned that. Look, I got almost every console there is out there. So, we got this.
So she's got the light. I want to get the Switch, like the regular Switch, so I can get a capture card. And I want to get all of, because my husband has a Switch Lite as well. And I want to
Mhm.
get us all Mario Kart. And I want to do like a stream where it's a family game night where I beat Mario
Uh,
Kart.
I'm telling you, look, we as a matter of fact, you say Mario Kart. We have somebody in our community that just started doing tournaments. So
That's awesome.
if you guys ever want to be a part of that, feel free to join. We just did one. I think it was what, last month, maybe. I think we did one last month, and we're gonna try to run one up soon. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and look at those uh Discord. Help me out, guys. Help
All
me.
the
Discord.
socials, all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
socials.
Help me out with the Discord events when it be announced. There we go. This is a really good podcast. Hey, I appreciate you. I try to have all the celebrities on here, and
I'm no celebrity.
listen. A lot of people love y'all's energy. Y'all may not know it, but a lot of people look up to you guys, look up to us as if like I kid you not. And I'm not trying to brag or anything, but like I have been treated like I'm just like some amazing guy, and I'm just an ordinary guy, like
That's pretty much
people.
it. Like when you're streaming, they're like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, I'm just a mom of
I'm just
two."
your average Texas guy. Like I'm just,
I, I don't know.
but it's cool that they give you that kind of love and support and treatment, and it's just like you want to say like, what did I get to deserve this? But you think about it, it's like it's really cool that they spoil you, because it's like I never had all of this before. Like before I became a streamer, it was like I had to work hard to get everything, and like now it's like if something happens, the community they're there to help, and it's an amazing community, and I love the community, and I appreciate everything they do, because there has been times where like something would happen to my console, and I would feel like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to get this, and the next thing you know, somebody helps out.
Yep.
So it's always been a genuine feeling, and I'm very appreciative, and I can't thank the community enough. And they have been there, and we've been rocking since what, 2018. We've been streaming since 2018.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I I remember when I had all black. Now I'm getting black and grays. The salt and pepper look is a look for me now. So
So so I was sitting there, and my husband, he's got white in his beard down here. And like he's starting to get the, salt and pepper. And I'm like, man, I don't have any. And then they randomly found the one white hair, one white. And I'm all like, you pluck that thing? I'm gonna kick you. Because you pluck one, like seven more pop up. You
that's
do
what
not
they
pluck those hair.
that's what they say. And let me tell you, I think I might have had one or two over here, plucked them, and the next thing you know, got a whole patch, and it's
You're
like,
like the whole thing.
oh my goodness, not ever again. But as you get older, you realize salt and pepper look is a look. Am I right, fellas? Am I right,
I
ladies?
mean, there's nothing wrong with the salt and pepper. So the reason I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna turn like white or gray early on is because my dad was fully white. hair, white beard, look like Santa since I remember. I think I was maybe 4 when I remembered. So like it's like I was gonna be white, that white hair, all that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to dye my hair.
Oh, they're loving it. They are. Look at them. They just chatting away. I love it. This is to be honest, this is one of the most interactive chats that we've had on the podcast, and I love it. You guys always showing up, showing love and support means a lot. And I know this is Valentine's Day, and I know you guys could be doing anything, but you guys are here with us, and we both appreciate it. We truly appreciate it. And if y'all have not already showed her love, y'all need to show her some love. Look, she is a Call of Duty beast. She pretty much is good at all the games she played. Look, I kid you not. I be in her streams. I be in everybody's streams. And it just be hype.
I'm pretty good at the golf with your friends. I mean, I could say that. I'm pretty good at that.
Look, she's like, shoot, I ain't gonna brag on my other games, but golf with your friends, look, a whole different game.
We used to do that. We used to do golf with your friends in Uno. I have Uno for the PC.
Yes.
And they have different, like what do you call it? They
themes.
Have different, you can make it your own. So like let's say the rules and stuff like that online.
Yeah.
And man, like if you put down a 7, you have to like switch your cards a certain way, but if you put down a 0, you can switch with someone else. I'm like, man, that
yeah. I didn't know you had Uno. Look, I knew after you just said that you had a whole bunch of games, you just said Uno. Oh my goodness. Look,
I have a lot of games, and I'm working on getting, because I had a lot of games on the PS4. That's where I started, was mainly like the PS4,
PlayStation,
and the Xbox. Yeah, the Xbox older ones and stuff like that. So I started on that. I've got hours and hours and hours and hours on ESO. And different games like that. So I mean, what is that? I think the first game I truly played, like an actual sit down played it, I believe was Diablo 2.
Diablo 2? Okay.
Yeah, back when the mouse had the ball that you could move on the top. My ex had the laptop and he had the mouse that would move the ball on the top. That's where I think where I first was like, ooh, games are fun. And then Sims and all that. So I played a lot of different games.
So you got a variety. That reminds me
of variety.
I have a whole bunch of games, and yet I only stream like 1 or 2 games Fortnite.
Pretty much. But I'll play all the other ones. I'll play all the other ones when I'm not streaming.
I'm telling you, it's like, and I kid you not, that's the life of a variety streamer. We'll have a whole bunch of different games, but we'll only stream like 1 or 2 games.
And you said I'm pretty good at most games I play. There is one game. There is a clip on TikTok, and I quit the game. I legit went, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. I did a subathon on my birthday. I made it to the amount of subs to play a scary game. I don't play a lot of scary games. I played Poppy's Playtime for the first time. And first jump scare, trying to run away from it, I quit. I screamed so loud. It was bad. I can play like Demonologist and Phasmophobia. Like those aren't as, and I have Dead by Daylight even too. So it's like, no, scary's not. But that was I'm good.
Dang, yeah, it's the jump scares.
My son has a figurine now. He has the Poppy Playtime Blue character. 4-year-old wanted that. I'm like, okay, but there was a cute squishy over here, and you want that.
Right. Hey, you know what? They start off small. They start off young, and they get into these games. And look,
he wants to watch Five Nights at Freddy with us. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want you sleeping in my bed for the rest of your life.
Hey, I feel you on that, because when I watched Candyman, I was definitely trying to go there with my mom.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, chat, we got to tell her. So, if you're gonna watch that movie, make sure you watch the original one with Tony Todd, the very first one. Okay. They got a part 2, and then they got a part 3 which part three was like, part two was like, but then they did like a kind of like a remake kind of prequel type of ordeal. So they got a newer version that was made too. So you definitely got to check that out. But yeah, the original Candyman. Oh,
So I recently watched, not recently, it was in the last couple years. I guess that's recently. I recently watched the original It, and then we watched the remakes of it, and then we watched the second one. And so it was fun. Scary, but I mean, my sister's scared of clowns because she watched that movie, and I'm like, I can't. It's not. It
ooh,
doesn't scare me as like it's scary. Like, don't get me wrong.
right.
Clown coming out of a gutter, I'm good. Stay down there, stay.
Right, like you think like when you like you see a clown in the sewer and they're like saying, "Hey, got candy and stuff. Do you want to come down here?"
Here's a balloon. You want it? I'm good,
I'm
boy.
good. I'm
I'm
good.
good.
I'm good. I'm good. You
I
know,
got
I'm
candy up here. The Reese's are great up here. I'm good.
facts, big facts. Like, hey, I got a whole bunch of candy at the house. I'm good. No, thank you. You know,
I
yeah.
mean,
Hey, the sun is
I've got
going
my
down.
little
Where's
tiny door down
flashlight?
here.
Right. I'm telling you. Okay. So what are some of your short-term goals if you have any? With the
Short
streaming
term? Like,
short-term.
what is short term like to you? Like, what would be what would qualify as short term? Because I have goals, but I don't know how to qualify that. Like, I don't know
So like
spacing them
short-term.
out.
So I would say something short-term is like maybe like building a community or getting like a certain amount of followers or maybe like just like just trying to get established on platforms. I would say that that's kind of short term, building a community,
Yeah.
trying to build your Discord up or your social medias. And then like, if you have long term, that would be like maybe like get partnered somewhere or,
Okay.
get into the incentive
Well,
program or something like
I
that.
was gonna say at some point with long term would be getting verified on Kick.
And
Because that's a big one. But I mean, and and I understand why people are like, well, verified, you gotta be. I'm like, but in all honesty, if you look at Kick, a check mark is just a check mark. You could have it. It depends on your community, on what comes of that check mark. Same with Twitch. Depends on
right.
your community on what comes of that check mark. Um, Probably short term for me would be I'm at 513 followers on Kick, which is a lot more than I figured I'd have by this month. I just hit 400 not too long ago.
Hey, congratulations. Let's
So I'm like,
go.
this is exciting to me. Um, Probably short term, like by the end of the year, I would like to, and I know I say that I always do smaller goals. Like I'll be like, 600. That sounds like a reasonable number. But then I'm like, is that too low? Is that too high? So the short term, it would be nice to be able to hit because I have like the short term goals on my thing. It's like 520, and then it goes up, I think, every 25. Like it goes up a certain amount every single time.
Yeah.
And so the short term would be nice to have that 600 and then, just grow from there. I suck at setting goals. That's why I don't do New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals, as people state. So I'm like, I set them, but then I don't do them.
Yeah, they asked me
I'm
what
like,
was mine, and I'm like,
if I set that stuff, I think too hard on it, or I don't, and then I set myself up for failure. So I'm like, well, I'll just, in my mind, hey, 600 would be awesome. That'd be a good goal. Um,
and that's
Same with another thing I would love at some point, and you can see the random things hanging on
F3.
my.
F3. I see it.
I would love to be affiliated with F3. I'm not affiliated. Um, so whenever I buy, I use different people's codes
Okay.
because I'm like, they need like I've used Sarge's code, I've used a friend of mine named Spec, I use different people's codes almost every time that I buy. I'm like,
Right.
that way they can get, here, have some.
Right. And
You gotta spread the love.
yeah, and that's what I always tell people too. Like it doesn't hurt to spread the love, especially like when your friends, your peers, your family, when they have codes. It doesn't hurt. Like if you're buying something, why not use the code? It helps out,
Yeah.
right? It helps.
Like on anything, like it doesn't even have to just be energy drinks. There's Corsair, or there's people are with Respawn, or they're with, Grovy, or any of the smaller, like there's smaller stuff as well. People are, I don't know, there's certain ones that are on like with the smaller things. Like there's just different ones that use their code. Why not?
Fortnite.
It doesn't hurt nobody. Exactly.
I tell
Like
them
you
to
got
use
the
my code
creator
all the
codes for
time.
Fortnite. I was like, you got your creator codes for Fortnite. You've got your creator codes for different gaming's. Like there's just so many things that you can go for.
I
And so
agree.
many, and I'm like, and when they come, they'll come. That's my thought process behind it. Like I am happy for whoever gets whatever, and someday it'll happen to me.
And it will, and it will. Professor Gas in the building. How are we doing? Yo, we got a lot of legends in the building. If y'all have not followed this amazing Call of Duty butt kicker, y'all need to show her some love, yo.
Brings
Make
up
sure
Call
y'all
of
show
Duty
her.
every time. I've got some good clips on Fortnite too.
Hey, just glad to be
Apex,
here. Welcome
It's
in.
my girl. That's my girl. That's my
Welcome in.
squirrely girl.
Hey, welcome in. How we doing? Happy evening. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Much love to everybody. Definitely appreciate you all showing love and support. Y'all are truly amazing.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She lives in one state, but she is at her boyfriend's in another state right now, and she's
Oh,
moving to where her boyfriend is at.
let's
But so
go.
that's where
That's what I
she's
love to hear.
she's at the moment with the boyfriend.
That's what I love to hear. Much love. How's it going? It's going great. Much love. Look, I see a lot of hearts getting put in there. Let's go. That's what I love to see in the chat. A lot of hearts. And if y'all are just tuned in, we are here with Jules9190, and we're just having a good time. And y'all make sure y'all show her some love on all the platforms. Speaking of platforms, what are all the platforms you're going to start focusing on?
Well, so I have my TikTok, and my TikTok, it actually recently hit 1K on it for followers. I recently hit that. I was super excited about that. So I've
Let's
got my
go.
TikTok, I've got my Twitter, my Kick. I do have a YouTube. I need to start focusing on like posting shorts, and like I want to be able to start recording my VODs and putting them onto YouTube is what I want to do, until I can, my brain can read two chats.
Yeah. Hey, you know
Because I'm
what?
like,
I perfectly
I can't do that
understand.
right now. My
Hey.
mom brain cannot do that.
Hey, but y'all know if she went live on YouTube, y'all got her, right? Y'all got her, right? She goes live on YouTube, y'all got
I'm trying
her.
to post more on YouTube. I know that YouTube is one of the places to post the shorts and post your videos and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get better at it. I do have clips that I need to actually get off my VODs and actually put onto that. And so that way I can actually do that. I did start trying to do Facebook gaming, not gaming, but like a Facebook page for my gaming itself.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's been hectic with the flu season and the school and all of that. Kids have been sick nonstop for the past month. It's just been, it's crazy. Well, you gotta find which channel. This channel, the YouTube?
Hey, y'all make sure y'all show her some love. The YouTube. Hey, there she goes. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all show her love all over here on the good old YouTube. Make sure y'all show her love on Kick, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
I know I've got so many different accounts on different platforms. I was gonna say on Instagram I have my personal and I've got my gaming. On my Facebook I've got my personal and my gaming. So I'll be sitting there on my phone and I'll be like, why am I not seeing I'm on the wrong page and I have to switch myself?
Why is it deleting what people are saying? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Is that the bot? Is that the bot Rex that's doing that?
I have no clue.
That's So I seen it like delete a few messages, but oh, you
I
deleted?
deleted
Oh,
mine
okay.
myself.
I was like, okay. Got it. Super late. I hate migraine attack. Oh no, I hope you feel better.
Oh
Welcome
no,
in,
that's not
goddess.
fun.
Wow, we got a lot of people in here. Happy Valentine's Day. Yo, let me make sure I do a thing and make her a moderator. Oh, much love. Hey, I hope you feel better though. You know, I was just saying I need some moderators for whenever I do these podcasts because you do not ever know.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. Subscribe. Hey, there you go. Sub. Hey, she's on all platforms. I make sure I show her some love for real. Like we said, it's all about love. We gotta spread the love and make sure everybody gets that appreciation and that love that they truly deserve. You took a nap. Hey, okay, well, it's time to turn up. Look, we're a little past the hour, and I told her I wasn't gonna keep her here that long because I know
We're good.
we're good. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So, do you have any community events planned, like in the near
At
future,
the
or?
at the moment, no. So a lot of times with Squirrel, I don't know if she's still in here. We have a community member in our the community that does different like community tournaments. So sometimes he'll do Warzone or Fortnite or Apex, and you find yourself a team, you name your team, and it's just basically bragging rights per se.
Oh, that's
Like, oh,
cool.
I did this, or I did this. It's something fun, and he'll actually go around and if you post your link for stream, he'll go around to each person's stream and he'll do different like I was a cast on it. I was a co-caster on it. So he'll go to that and he'll talk about how their strategies are really good with this, R301, or like they're using these three legends. That's really good because then they can do this, or just different things like that. He's done like a Destiny one where it's you have to see who gets through the raids fastest.
Oh,
Type deal, like
nice.
different things like that. And then sometimes we do community nights. Um, Sometimes we do just different things like that. I haven't got any events at the moment
Okay.
because it's been a busy month. A
Hey,
busy, busy,
hey,
busy.
Jules is about to roll her eyes on me on this one, but Goddess, I know how you love Call of Duty and you're always looking for teammates. Look, this is the beast that you need to get down with and feast. Feast like some beasts. Get down with Jules. I'm telling you,
Try,
add her on
okay?
Call of Duty and y'all gonna get some dubs.
I
You're
try.
welcome. You're welcome, Goddess. You're welcome.
I try with with the Call of Duty. I try my hardest. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days.
Oh, I get yelled at by Goddess every time. She's like, "You're not paying attention." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I get yelled at
Now,
all the time when I play that.
if we're talking Call of Duty multiplayer, I'm really good at that. My issue right now is Warzone. I have to get like my Warzone loadouts and everything figured out because I'm a bot when it comes to loading out my guns and stuff like that. A huge
I
bot.
I didn't play Warzone 3 when it first came out, and now I'm just trying to figure out what's
I
best for
love
me.
Verdansk. Verdansk was my friend.
She says, "Oh, I can help you with that." Look. She
I
said
know
she
right
needs more.
now. I know right now the Ram is a really good gun. Ooh. I know that's one of the good guns, and so is the HRM, which is a submachine gun. So I know there's a few guns that are pretty good, but I just got to figure out the attachments and then level them up.
Same. I'm trying to figure out. So I'm more of an assault rifle kind of guy and submachine gun. LMGs. I used to do the LMGs like back in the day. Thermal scope.
Fast D was my favorite weapon to play with in multiplayer, which is a battle rifle.
Got a huge buff and it's amazing. Nice. Definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get down on some Warzone. I think all of us, like anybody that's trying to get down, we should definitely do. You love sniping right now? Yeah, my girl, she likes to snipe too. So
Try sniping. I like to try to say I'm good at sniping.
I'm down. I'm down. I don't have anything after the podcast. So if you guys are available later on, hey, let me know. Let me know. Okay, let's see. So if what happened? Okay, there we go. What do you want to see come from these platforms or platform that you are focusing on? Like if you wanted anything added on there or anything maybe taken away or reduced or anything like that, what would it be?
What do you mean, like,
Like, you said channel points, what, like
that?
how?
So, like with Kick, that would be really cool. And I know that at some point they have announced that they are working on it. They're working on what they call kick points. So kind of like the Twitch biddies.
Yeah.
They're working on that. And what would be really cool is to be able to have sound alerts integrated into, because Blurp did it.
Yeah.
Blurp was able to integrate into Kick. Why shouldn't, let's
Right.
bring that sound alerts over there too.
Right.
I
Blurps
miss
is
my
a cool
sound
thing.
alerts. That's one of my huge things. That would be so cool to have that because I miss my sound alerts. I do. They were one of my favorite things. And I had people that came in and was like, they would play it, and that was like their opening sound. Like I knew that they were there because they always played it.
Right.
Or
I
they would
agree.
play songs that I would sing because I sometimes I'll sing on stream. I don't like to, but I'll do it.
Hey, I know, right? Kick points and API would be awesome. Hey, I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Because there's a lot of people that still use the Mix It Up bot. And that was one of my favorite bots to use when I was on Mixer and Twitch. But, we know because of the API, they don't have them like, out.
Hopefully, I know that they've been working. I know that I watched the updates and stuff like that, and they've been working pretty hard. They did work really hard to get the new iOS and the mobile Android updates, so that way it would quit crashing. They were trying to get everything fixed, and if you like post in like say something's going wrong with the update, they literally are like, "Oh, we're looking in on it right now."
I give them.
Um,
I'll take my hat off to them. They're very good with paying attention to everything, far as the app and everything like that. If you talk to them, they're pretty quick with responding, and I like that about the Kick staff. So I definitely gonna say much love to them and everything that they do to help better the
the community,
platform. Yeah.
yeah, that would be my no. Well, maybe it depends on the song, Goddess, on the singing part. So I used to sing all the time. It would always get stuck in my head. I would sing "Beautiful Soul" by Jesse McCartney. He's he was one of my favorite singers when I was younger. So I was always obsessed with that song, and so it was always get stuck in my head, and I would sing it all the time. I tried doing karaoke on someone else's stream one time. That was nerve wracking.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because
Oh
I'm like,
man.
okay, I'm scared. This is not, nope.
And then when you're
I
done,
love
just like,
karaoke.
I go
I
back
gotta
in
be
my
drinking.
corner. Hey.
No, give me some drinks beforehand. Liquid courage, please.
Hey, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. So I totally understand. Let's see. Um, what are you most grateful for in the streaming industry?
The friendships. The friends that I have made, the people that I have met so far. I mean, I have never met them in person yet. I would love to be able to. I have so many people that I'm like, I wish I could have been there. Um, to meet you at like TwitchCon because Sarge, his whole community, he rented a resort, like an
Oh
actual, like an
wow.
Airbnb resort, a
That's
whole thing.
awesome.
And I was like, that would have been so cool because I had friends that went, and I was like, I could have just bunked with you guys, man. And so it would have
Oh
been so
man.
cool to be able just to, you form these friendships with these people, and you're like,
Right.
you want to be able to. Sometimes the best friendships are the people that you meet gaming.
That's my other cousin, the N. The N. Hola, what's up, everyone? Yo, shout out to my. Okay, so quick little story. I don't know if you knew this. I've mentioned this quite a few times in my streams. This is the content creator. This is the streamer. This is my cousin that got me to start streaming. He was like, "Hey, cousin, you should start streaming." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah,
Oh, what's that?
what's that? He's like, "You could actually have a potential of getting paid to game." I'm like, "Getting paid to game?" I'm like, "Whoa, say less. I like the game." I'm like, "Cool, let's do it," And next thing you know, he's like, you got the energy, the charisma. You can make people laugh. You bring people together. People like your jokes. People like to be around your kind of energy, the positive vibes. And next thing you know, I give it a go, and here we are, years down the line, and I have a nice community, and I've met so many great people like you, the chat, the amazing chat, and so many things going on, The rest is history. Yeah, exactly. And I just can't thank you guys enough. And I can't thank my cousin enough, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I gotta say, I know I put the work in, but if it wasn't for him telling me that the streaming thing was a thing, who knows where I would be right now. So, much love to my cousin the end for putting me on the streaming industry, and I can't thank him enough. And I can't show enough appreciation. The dynamic duo is back. Let's go.
That's awesome.
Yes, we are back, and we got a lot of collabs in the near future. Y'all stay tuned.
Heck
Make,
yeah.
make sure you follow Jules9190 on Kick. She has all the platforms that she's on if you go to Kick. And that's what I like about Kick too, is that they have all the social links up there. And if you have them up set properly, you can go to their other socials and follow them as well.
Yeah, I actually helped a friend set all of that up, because the way that they have it set, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Like it has like it says like for Twitter, you have the it says Twitter, and then it has a dash, and it has a space, and everyone would just put the link in.
Yeah.
And then it would break it. It would break the link. You're supposed to put in your
name,
social, just your name.
Yeah. Yeah, they made it
So
that
I
easy.
figured that out.
Yeah, because that'd be, and I kid you not. So when I first came to Kick, I was one of those people that put the whole link in, and everybody's like, I want to follow you on your socials. There's like, it's not working, it's broken. I'm like, what do you mean? I put it in right. It's like, no, it's broken, it's not working. And then I looked and I was like, oh,
it's
so
same
instead
with
of
like when it comes to like the bot tricks and stuff like that, you have to set it up a certain way or it won't. Because I had to fix one of mine last night. I didn't realize that you actually have to have the HTTPS, little thing dash in front of all of it. And I didn't realize that. And I thought, hey, here's my socials. I won't be live tomorrow, but I'll be on a podcast. But here's my socials if you want to keep up with that. And I was like, hey, you can't click that. I need to redo this. I did it right there. I was like, I'm doing it now, so I don't forget.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's the little things like that, like putting in the proper URL, or putting in the proper wordings, and the
same with Discord. Like you have to make sure that the link is not a link that expires.
Yeah, so we've had that problem in the very beginning. We've had our Discord for 6 years, so imagine sending out a link that gets timed out. So you have to make sure you do the permanent, and then you send it out, and then that way anybody that wants to join can join.
And every once in a while, I'll probably change it just so that way bots don't continue to use that same link every time. But like, you don't want to have a 7-day expiration date.
Right, like, keep changing it up.
I have to do it over and over and over again. I'm not all for that. Simplicity. One link, we're good.
Oh yeah. Look, we didn't got all the questions asked, but we got one last question, and I had to lower the number down because I felt like the number at first was a little too high, and then I changed it, but then it seemed like it was too low. So I think we hit it right at the right mark. So where do you see yourself in the streaming industry in 3 years?
3 years?
Yeah.
Well, I never okay, so let's see, trying to think. Just trying to think a month later. No, I would love to see, in 3 years, it'd be cool to have 1,000 followers. It'd be cool to be able to, because I mainly do this in a way part-time, I guess is what they would call it, because I don't stream every day. Right. I don't stream 12 hours a day like a lot of the streamers do. If they do stream full-time, a lot of them stream 8 to 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. I'm like, I'd get burnt out because I've got the 2 kids, and then I've got all the different things that they do, gymnastics, therapies, all of that. And so I'd get burnt out myself. And you need to do self-care. That is the number one. Like, if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anyone else. Streaming, family, none of it. You can't function.
Hey, Jules, can you say that
So
one more time for the people in the back that may not have heard that?
self-care is important. Do it. Like
Yes.
whenever someone comes and hosts me, I word it like this. I'm like, do your after stream care. Go to get your water, go to bed, go get your food, go take a bath, go do what you need to do to wind down from your stream. Because
Because
you came and hosted me, you don't need to be here, that you brought your community here. I will take care of them and you go do your things you need to do, because self-care is very vital. You get worn out very fast, very
yeah,
quickly if you don't.
I kid you not. Every time I raid out to somebody, I'm just mentally drained. I'm just like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm
And
done.
it does that to you. It's because I'll still game after I get off. Like I'll be like, you know what? I need to just chill. Because it's very draining to stare. You know, you're watching a game.
Got the
You're making sure your
lights.
chat You're making sure your chat is good. You're making sure your audio is good. I'm making sure my kids aren't going crazy in the background. Like you're making sure all of this stuff is running smoothly, and it's drained after a while.
It does. It does. And
And
I,
so there are times when, and I've set out, like, I'm like, okay, here's my schedule. I need to do it. And then that week I'll only stream like 2 days because it's either the kid got sick or I'm just so drained and tired from that whole day that I'm like, I can't, I can't stare at a camera and all this other stuff. So I'm just gonna mod and play a game.
hey,
Like there's just, you try your hardest to do what you can. You know, I try my hardest. So I'm part-time. I would love to be able to do more. Like if that makes any sense, like more streams, more like not just night streams, because that's mainly what I'm able to do at the moment. We're planning on putting my kid back into public school next year.
okay,
And so both the kids will be in school at the same time. So hopefully that'll free up like, okay, I can stream from this time to this time and maybe stream later that night later on. Like, maybe I'll be able to do day streams instead of fully night streams.
right.
So
That makes sense.
it'll be a nice little hopefully. Then go
Right.
eat your cookie.
So would you say
Well,
would you say that it would still be part time, but it would just be a little bit more often, or would you
I want to
say
get more consistent. I want to be more consistent. Like
more
say,
consistent?
I want to be able to be like this day, this day, this day.
Okay,
I want to be like, those are the days I'm streaming and not miss those days, if that makes any sense.
more
Because,
consistency,
yeah,
and honestly, we all know consistency is the key to all of this, but at the same time, so is self care. So
yeah.
I can't say that
And
enough.
I'm a huge advocate for self-care. I'm not diagnosed with it, but I have a feeling that I have ADHD and some other like just, some mental stuff that, you need that extra self-care to be able to function. I
Right.
get very when I'm by myself, yeah, that's Spider-Man. When I'm by myself with the children, I get very depression can hit pretty easily. And so I gotta be able to be like, okay, comfy stream is what it's gonna be, or it's not gonna be a stream at all. Like there's certain things that's why I do. Sometimes I'll be like, you know what? Today we're playing Disney because that's just the most energy I have for today.
Hey, I totally understand. I totally understand. Sometimes, you be in the mindset to just like not wanting to play, games that are like too much of a focus or too much
Like
on the
Overwatch. If I play Overwatch, I can't focus on like I've even told them like if I'm in a fight, I can't focus on both. Like if you come in and say hi and be like, "Hey, I'll be with you in just a second."
yeah.
I gotta heal this. I'm a main healer if I play Overwatch, and so I'm like, I gotta make sure these guys stay alive, or they yell at me. I mean, it's the thing. They yell at me if I don't keep them alive. So I
Oh,
main healers on most of the games I play. Like
ah,
almost all the games I play, I main healers, which is except for Overwatch. I don't always main.
nah, Ju is
Bro,
the best low buy man. Look, and I was just saying how she's a beast at Call of Duty. Look, she can't deny it no more. People are calling you out.
Apex. That's
Call-
Apex.
I know that's Apex, but Call of Duty, look, Call of Duty, you're a beast too. Look, she can't deny it no more. Look, see, look. Just glad to be here. Look, even she announced it. She's good at the games. I announced it, so she's legit. She may not toot her own horn, but damn it, we're gonna toot our horn for
But
her.
the thing about it is, what she isn't telling you is she's got 1,000 kills on multiple legends. I don't. But she also
Ooh.
plays. She also plays a lot more of Apex.
She's glaring at you. Oh, snap.
Shush. That's my best friend.
She said, "This is about you, lady. Hey, this is about you. The spotlight is on you, Jules. You are the one that's kicking butt."
Yeah, we try.
Hey, anonymous. That's awesome. So, I've asked all the questions, and now this is the time where chat can ask Miss Jules the questions. If y'all have any questions for Miss Jules, feel free to ask her, and yeah, she'll get with you guys.
I'm here. I had to open something for my son, and it was one of those crinky wrappers, and I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna mute real quick. What's the game I play the most right now or in general?
That's a good question.
Because if you're talking about overall, like through the Twitch and through all the different streaming platforms, the one that I streamed the most out of all of them is between Apex and Fortnite.
Hey.
I have played the finals one time. I still have it downloaded. That is a fast-paced game.
Oh. Okay. Finals is amazing. Yeah, y'all need to add me on there.
Yeah, I've got the finals. I played it one time for a length period. It was fast paced. I didn't mind it. It was a good game. It's very fast paced, but I was like, man, that's a lot to learn right now. That was a lot to learn. And I learned it all on stream too. I was playing it on stream, learning it.
Oh,
and I was
dang.
like, oh my goodness, Squirrel was there. This leadership was there. It was crazy. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And like the people that were playing with me, I don't know if they were mad at me. Well, the person I was playing with, he was a good friend. But like, I never played, and there was a random person, and I was like, I'm sorry, I suck.
Y'all were stressed.
Yeah, she's played it too. She played it before I did. So.
Oh, okay. Sounds like we're gonna have a whole bunch of new friends, and we're gonna be getting down on a lot of different games. I'm excited. See, this is why.
If you didn't play support and wanted to switch it up, who would you play on Overwatch and Apex? I play Ash. So I have a few mains on Apex. I've got Loba and I've got Ash. And then there was one more, but I don't remember. Oh, if I'm playing like the modes that switch, so like gun run and stuff like that, I play Fuse. Overwatch, that's hard to explain. Junkrat. I'd play Junkrat because he throws bombs.
Nice.
Just grenades everywhere. Fusey is amazing.
The networking is phenomenal. Hey, I'm trying. We are building a family together. We're making a whole bunch of friends. That's what the movement is all about: networking and having a good time and just making friends. You never know who's gonna be a guest. You never know who you're gonna be able to connect with and just be like, yo, I like that energy. Let me just show love to this person, and let me go show love to the platforms that they stream on, and bam, next thing you know, oh hey, I'm that guy that was in
games.
Yeah, I was that guy from the movement that was talking with you, and I seen you on the podcast. I like your energy, so here I am on your stream showing love, and that is what it's all about. We all win together. We all show love to one another, and we all get the support from one another, and that is what the movement is all about: bringing friends together, uniting, and that's what means a lot to me. And that's why I like this podcast, because not too many people do what I do. And I'm all about that. And I've always been like this ever since I was little. I like making friends, and I like bringing friends
Yep.
to other friends, and just everybody just a friend fest. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with loving the world, nothing wrong with loving the world and making the world a better place.
Exactly. I was gonna say, and when I was younger, playground, I was friends with everybody. I
Yeah.
would go, like, I could make a friend with someone random. Like, I'd just go walk up to him, "Hey, you want to play some, go be pushed on the swing?" I'll do it.
Hey.
So,
Yeah,
my
I have that moment. I have that moment where I get really amped up. But yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, that's what makes the world go around, is friends, and there's nothing wrong with making friends. You can never have too many friends either. Hey, I say definitely love is in the air. It's happy Valentine's Day. Look,
She
this is
has
the
to say that I called her up and left her a message on her phone today. Was all like, "This is the first Happy Valentine's Day I've said. This is to you."
I love it. I love it. So at the end of this podcast, I'm gonna need a lot of feedback from a lot of you legends, and let me know how you guys like this podcast. I'm gonna need y'all to tell me that y'all done made a few friends off this one. And listen, we got a game together. If you guys got Discord, make sure you join the Discord. We would love to have you. As a matter of fact, we got a theme party that's happening, and we got a poll up. So if anybody wants to be a part of this, we're doing a voting for 70s, 80s,
Where is that?
90s, and early 2000s. If you go to the, what is it, the main chat in Discord, if you go to where it says, what is it, family
Oh,
chat?
right there. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, they got a poll up there right now, and the winner is what we're gonna do.
90s
So
right now.
it's looking like it's gonna be another 90s theme. And you know what? We had one, it was like about a year or two ago. So we got to bring it back. Ain't nothing wrong with a retrospect of everything. Labyrinth, no freaking way. Super chat. Wow. That's all.
Let's
Yo,
go.
that's amazing. Oh my goodness. Y'all make me tear up. Y'all,
Aw.
much love to y'all. Oh, 1 second. I think that's my girl's package. 1 second.
Ooh, Valentine's Day gift? Ooh, he's got all the Ninja Turtles. That's so cool. I see all the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just got a new turtle. We got a new turtle. It's an African side neck turtle, and it's really cool. This is my first time having a turtle.
That's awesome.
Really cool guy, and you wouldn't believe his name is Mikey.
That's awesome.
Had to. That was my favorite Ninja Turtle growing up. What's your favorite video game nostalgia? Good question.
So, back on the Sega, Sonic. Old school Sonic. That was one
Yes.
of my favorites. That and what was it? Mario. Those were the two, like, loved playing those. But my parents, I wasn't really allowed to have video games when I was a kid, like when I was younger. And someone got rid of, and my age is gonna come out with this. I know I'm not too old, but it's gonna come out. Old school computer, really big block. The floppy disks that weren't floppy.
Floppy. Yes.
Oregon Trail.
That was my favorite game. I
I
kid you
had
not.
those old school I had those old school games. So someone gave my parents that computer, and it had a bunch of like one of them was like a little car game that you would push the keys and the car would go side to side, and you had to miss you go
Yes.
forward and backwards and stuff like that. And then like where in the world is Carmen San Diego and stuff like that. Like I had those
Yes.
games on that computer, and I remember sitting out in the garage because that's where they set up the computer, I remember sitting out in the garage playing those little games on the computer. I was like, I don't know, 9 maybe. I have no clue.
That Oregon Trail was one of my favorite games to.
And you can find it online. You can find the original Oregon Trail for free to play online. I found it.
You're gonna tell me at the end of the stream, you're gonna help me out. Look, I love the Oregon Trail. I would look every Friday when we go to computer class. Oh, that would be the game that I would play, and I would just be so excited because it's like, Monday through Thursday we would play our regular, like we would, do our regular schoolwork and computer, but then Friday we would do Oregon Trail, and that was fun for me. Like,
I remember when we would go to the do any of the computer stuff in junior high, and we would get on AIM or MSN
yes.
type stuff.
What? Okay,
you would sit there and you'd be like watching for the teacher, and you would get on your email real quick just so you could chat with peeps and stuff like that.
That's funny because last podcast we was just talking about this, some throwback stuff. What y'all know about that AOL? What do y'all know about that AIM? What do y'all know about that dial-up internet? Like, what do y'all know about those old school cell phones where you had to put the card?
The TikToks that talk about like the sounds of your childhood and the dial sounds and like the old PlayStation sounds, or the old school sounds. I'm like, man, my mother would call someone and the internet would cut out.
Yo, that part. I was just telling everybody last podcast, I was getting down on games and just having fun with my friends. We went on AIM and we're just talking in the fight chats and stuff. And next thing you know, goodbye. Like, wait a minute. And if y'all thought I was very social, my mom, look, Mama Too Lit loves to conversate, and they're always talking with my mom. They like her energy, so they're always conversating with my mom, and they're just like, goodbye. Like, that was all the time. So yeah, I had to get my own phone line. I had to.
So MySpace, man, I miss MySpace. That was the shit back then.
MySpace, listen, if you wasn't on somebody's top 10, it was always an issue. It was like, why ain't I on your top 10? Oh,
I'm your best friend. Why am I not there?
I got family.
Or like if you were dating someone and another girl was ahead of you,
bro,
that was like a slap in the. You're like,
that's personal.
Unless that's your sister or your mother or a family member.
She is not lying. Hey, she's calling it how it is. MySpace back in the day, if you had your top 5 or your top 10 and your girl wasn't on there, I
had a top 20 at one point just because I had so many friends. I couldn't. I was like, I can't decide, so I'm gonna make a bigger one.
That do be facts. I'm telling you, like, look, the chat already knows.
The music you could put on it, so you can do that to Facebook now. Though, by the way, you can actually put like a song. It's not like MySpace. You could actually put like 3 or 4 songs on the side, and you could have it like play. You can put a song on your Facebook, but it's not the same.
Tom is always number one.
We did Tom wrong though, man.
Tom was
Facebook. Man,
Tom was that guy. You know what? This day and age, I'm pretty sure MySpace, like, I know it still does the music thing over there. Like, I know it's still relative, but man, it's like, man, if they would have kept going.
I miss MySpace. No. Like you learned coding. You learned coding because you wanted your MySpace page to look a certain way.
Yeah.
You wanted the pictures a certain way, the sizing. I learned a lot about coding.
You're not lying when you mention it. Like, I had to learn how to do like the Lakers background because I was a big Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. To him and everybody that was a part of that. But I was a big Lakers, Kobe Bryant fan, and then red is my favorite color. So I did a lot of editing and a lot of stuff. So if you think about it, we were doing this here. Usher.
I had a lot of
Super Bowl
was my jam. I was so excited. I heard that he was in the Super Bowl halftime. I went, no matter what, I will watch that.
It was the
only reason I watched.
It was a lit show.
Only reason I watched that game.
Hey, A lot of people were like, "I'm just here for the halftime show," and
He
that
brought some hitters in there, man. He did. He brought some good
yeah,
singers. I'm
a
like,
lot of people
yeah.
didn't. A lot of people didn't know her even made a appearance on there. She was playing
I
a
didn't
guitar.
realize it until I looked it up. I was like, "Who's that on the guitar?" I didn't realize at
She
all
was doing
until I
her
looked it up.
thing. She is she is
He's
talented.
good at that
Yes, she
guitar.
is. They had Little John, they had Ludacris, they had Alicia Keys, they had Jermaine Dupri. Like they had a nice little lineup. It
They had
was,
a nice little lineup.
you know what? I don't care what nobody says. That was a really good Super Bowl
It
halftime
was.
show. And the Super Bowl, the game, it was something else.
The
Like,
end was great. The end was
yeah,
great. So my thing about it was is the beginning was okay, like it had some good like momentum. By the end, it got boring, and then when it went to overtime, they played the game they should have played.
the
Like,
first, second, and third.
that was my thing. I was like, why didn't you do this? Then we wouldn't be here for 30 extra minutes.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. And then they kicked the field goal, and I kid you not, when they kicked the field goal in overtime, I knew that they were done. I knew it. I called it. I was like, oh, they
Yep.
kicked the field goal, they lost because the Chiefs, they're not going to settle for no field goal. They're going to go for that touchdown. And
They're gonna go for the touchdown. They're not gonna do they're not gonna do a double overtime. They want to get this done so that way they can, go be with their families or
yeah,
whatever they want to do.
we got a lot of
Or
legends in the
celebrate.
building. Hey. But yeah, I mean, do anybody else have any questions for Jules? I don't want to keep her in here any longer than she has to be because we know it's Valentine's Day, and I know she's got a hubby that she wants to spend her time with. So if you guys got any more questions, feel free to ask right away, and we'll be ending the podcast, and we'll be having another one next week. So y'all stay tuned for the next guest. I think everybody liked your energy. I love the energy. Like everybody, I kid you not. Like this has had so many people interacting. Like from time to time, I would get people in here and like they would lurk or whatnot, and sometimes they'd be social. But this has been a very very social podcast. And I forgot to drop the Discord in here, and there we are. So if you guys we were talking this whole time, I forgot. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all join the Discord if y'all haven't joined it already. We would love to have you guys. We're gonna be doing a theme party, and it's looking like it's gonna be a '90s theme party. By the
I mean,
way,
I voted for 80s just to see if it,
ooh,
like,
'80s.
the 70s and the 80s had some good colors. I like the 80s hairstyle because since having kids, my hair went thin, so I can actually, tussle it up, put it to the side in a ponytail with the scrunchie, and it doesn't look so, flat.
Hey, throw it back.
And
You
I was
know,
gonna say 90s and 2000s mainly was straight or crimped. And I'm like, crimping my hair right now would probably not be the
you
smartest idea.
you know when you think about it, the afro was a thing in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So I can actually get away with that.
I couldn't do that. I could try. I could sit here and tussle my hair so much. Do I travel overseas? I would love to. So one of the places that I would love to be able to go and travel to, and it's mainly for like the culture side of it, is Japan.
Oh, nice.
Japan would be so cool. But I'm part Irish, so I'd also love to go to Ireland. My best friend, she got to go to, I'm trying to think of the place now. Is it where the hobbits, like Lord of the Rings, I'm trying to think of where they filmed it. They actually
Uh,
have where the hobbits' houses are and everything, and you actually can take photos in front of like
oh wow.
Hobbiton and stuff like that. And she actually has photos. And I'm like, I want to do that. New Zealand, there you go, New Zealand.
Oh,
So
nice.
I would love to be. She went there, she went surfing and all of that stuff. I'm like, someday I would love to. I just would love to be able to travel the United States in general. Because as I said, I went to Texas when I was 6 with my family. I have family in Texas. Um, I've been to California when I was 20. I was by myself. I was like, you know what? I need to get out of here. I need to travel. Went to California, went to Santa Cruz Boardwalk, all of that beautiful redwood trees, huge. I loved it. Um,
Nice.
but I would love to be able to go to different states. So like, I would love to go to Louisiana and go to New Orleans at some point.
Hey,
Like there's different places I'd love to go, but
we
I
was
want
just
the kids to be older so I can leave them home.
Oh, I got you.
Or
I
because
totally
New
understand.
Orleans, you want to be able to, party a little bit, like Las Vegas. You don't want to take the kids to Las Vegas. You want
Right,
to be able
right.
to party.
And it's crazy you mentioned that because we were just talking about doing a get together and possibly doing it in Louisiana or Texas. So it's going to be either or, but we're
Yeah.
probably aiming towards
And it's
Louisiana.
so
But
easy when you're in the States. It's amazing because my sister, she's in Oklahoma. And
oh,
so
okay.
instead of flying her daughter out from Oklahoma, she just drives to Texas to fly her out of
Hey,
Dallas. And I'm all
nice.
like, well, because it takes what, 8, 9 hour drive? Try that here. 8, 9 hour drive. You don't get far. You get to maybe a couple cities away from me. That's it. It's a 3 hour drive from here to Anchorage. And then I think it's another like 6 hour drive to Fairbanks. So I'm like, you're still in Alaska. 9 hours
Uh,
later. I
oh
don't go
man.
nowhere.
Oh man. Yo, we definitely got to do something. Hey, Texas, Alaska, big
Yes.
ass states. Yeah.
Well, if I'm correct, let me see. If I'm correct, uh how many times can Texas fit into Alaska? You guys can fit into Alaska 2 times. Yeah,
Dang. I didn't realize Alaska
crazy.
was that. Wow.
It's big. The issue is it might be big, but we don't have the population. So a lot of it's just there's a lot of native land and a lot of so it's just a lot of open land.
Oh
So
man.
we got a lot of open land and not as many people. You guys have a
So,
lot more people to your guys's, smaller land.
man, that sounds fun, man. All these different states that they're naming. You lived in Alaska before, Rocky? Nice. I tell you what. I tell you what. We're gonna have to plan something. I think we all should just plan something, and we all just need to hang out. That's it. Y'all go on Discord. Y'all check out the thing that we got planned. If you guys want to be a part of that as well, let us know. We're trying to get all of that situated. I'm telling you, like you mentioned, the Airbnb. We're trying to do all of that. So you know, if you guys are interested, hey, and we talked about going to Louisiana, so that would be pretty cool. Or you know what? I've visited many people. I've been in different states. I've been in different. Y'all need to come to Texas. How about that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I even so uh going back to my inspiration, Sarge, he lives in Tennessee.
oh wow. Okay.
Wait, no, yeah, he lives near Memphis area. And I
Okay.
was like, I sat there and I timed it. I was like, well, my sister lives in Oklahoma. So if I went and visited my sister in Oklahoma, we could drive for like 5 hours, go get some barbecue or something, and then I'd have to drive
Oh
back.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Texas
That's
and
the
then
one thing I miss,
Memphis,
man.
the
We have
best.
food. We do. We have food. We do have food. But like I went when I was younger, I went to Whataburger. And that, oh man, that stuff was
Yes.
good.
Yes. I'm listen. She just said it, guys. She's in Alaska and she said Whataburger. That
That
tells you.
my husband went to Louisiana, and that's where they went to eat when he went for a work thing. They went and he still had the little he took it from the restaurant. He had the little number card.
Yeah.
So
Look,
that way he had a souvenir from Whataburger.
the souvenirs where it's at. Look, if you guys ain't never been to Whataburger,
No, I don't, unfortunately.
look, we got to get her out
We have
here
a
so she can go.
Sonic. We have a Sonic, okay, and we don't
Okay.
have a Whataburger.
That's okay. So you know what? Sonic is good, but
It's
Whataburger,
okay.
it
Here it's
hits.
okay. It's
Whataburger hits
not the
different.
best here.
He
I
said,
wish we did, man.
"Oh,
That'd be
never
amazing.
mind.
We have a
Dang,
lot of stuff. We have like Olive Garden and Texas Roadhouse. We've got
imagine that."
just different places. We just don't have that one.
Texas, Texas, Texas. It's so cool. Yo, all right. Well, hey, maybe we need to get a giddy up and hang out in
Ooh,
Texas. Let me see.
82nd.
Whataburger is fire.
I would be in debt. That was 82nd from my house. DoorDash, bring me some food.
I'm telling. Look, Whataburger is expensive, but it's so good. Their fries,
It's
it's like,
good. We have a local joint that we have here that they are only open a lot during the summer because we get a lot of tourists. That's how Alaska makes their money is we get a lot of fishing tourists. We get a lot of people coming up here looking, they want to be here for the sunny part of it, not the snowy.
Right.
And so we have a local joint that makes really good burgers and fries, and for the price, it's you get like a boat full of fries with a burger on top. Like you get food.
Oh man, look, you can't tell
Not
no
the
big guy from
dainty stuff.
Texas that
Not
because
the dainty stuff.
oh look, throw all that stuff away. We want all the food. You
We
tell us,
want the good food.
yeah, you tell us Texas boys that look, we going, we want that food. Look, it's
We
all
have a
about the
few
food.
joints that make actual like plates full of. We have a place that makes it's called a loaded cheesy fry. So it's you get they brick oven. They put the fries. They put the shredded cheese on top.
Oh
Bacon
man,
bits. All of that with their like
oh my
house made
goodness.
honey mustard or ranch or whatever you're wanting with it.
Chad, are
So
y'all
good.
getting hungry? Chad, are y'all getting hungry yet?
I gotta make myself hungry. I ate lunch at like 2. I'm all like, well, I have my reservations in 2 hours and I'm not hungry.
Oh my, she's like, I got to get myself built up. I got to build up the hunger. Oh man, that sounds a loaded.
Yeah, it's so good. My
Oh,
best friend, I don't know if you guys do it there, but we have a thing that we call a basically it's a frozen hot chocolate.
oh,
Basically, instead of having hot chocolate, it's like a milkshake, but it's hot chocolate. It's frozen. They put the hot chocolate in and they blend it up basically like a smoothie. So instead you're getting like
ah,
a hot chocolate smoothie instead of, a
that,
hot
that's
chocolate.
that's cool. That's cool. Yo, that sounds cool. I gotta try that. One day we're just gonna be like, you know what? We're
We're
gonna get
making food. Put a little bit of, some spice in it.
yeah. I see. I don't know if y'all know, but like a lot of people, they look on TikTok and they get a lot of ingredients. Like they make new foods and try new drinks and stuff, and
Foods, drinks, everything.
they have everything. I'm just like, okay,
I was
sign me
told
up.
about some new drinks that was coming out, and I went, I don't know about that. They were talking about some like, well, one of them, I don't like peanut butter whiskey. I can't stand the screwball
Peanut.
whiskey stuff.
Oh
They had
yeah.
peanut butter whiskey, but they have cookie dough whiskey.
What? That,
It's called dough ball, and I was all like, I actually want to try that. It sounds sweet. I could probably take. I used to be able just to down like Jameson and stuff, or like Jack Daniels. I could take it from the bottle, but after having kids, not so much.
dang, yo, that sound. You know what? I'm.
Yeah, whiskey, man.
Oh, that does sound cookie dough. I'm telling you, that sounds interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm telling you, put that on the list. Look, there's so much things out there that we gotta try. Look, I'm for it. I'm
Yeah.
for it. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not already, make sure you guys like the chat, smash that like button for your boy. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, share the content out. We got to get more people to show Miss Jewel some love. Definitely had a great time. Oh my goodness, I can't thank you enough, Jules. This was a great podcast. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And I'm gonna give Jules her shout out. This is the part where she shouts out everybody or anybody she wants to, and we'll close out.
I'm not prepared. I don't have a prepared speech. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Shout out. I mean, one, thank you for having me. It's been amazing. As I said, I've never been on a podcast.
Well, I
I've
hope you
watched them,
liked it.
but never been on them.
I hope you enjoyed this. This was
I
you know.
did. I had a lot of fun. It's different. I'm not one to talk about myself usually. I don't, when they in interviews when they go, "What are your strengths and your weaknesses?" And I'm all like, "I can work." Like, is that a strength? I can do this minimum pay, minimum wage job. It a monkey could do. Wait, what? I mean, some of it, like you're like, okay, you're just stocking shelves. It's not that hard to, put something on a shelf. What are you doing? But I mean, thank you for having me. It was actually a lot of fun. As I said, the only other thing I've done that has to do with just talking is I co-casted a tournament. Um, and it was a lot of fun to do that. So I was like, podcast's about the same. You're just talking nonstop.
Yeah, it's
Talking,
really
shooting the breeze, having a fun time.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree. I agree. It's definitely a different
um,
experience.
I do have to say, I'm thankful for not only you, but for the people that have been there from the beginning. Like, just glad to be here. The one that was in here, she's been there since the beginning. Like, she's an OG in Twitch and in my kick, and then my inspiration, who doesn't really need much of a shout out because he's crazy and hype. Like, if you've never seen his streams, I have to have him on 1% on kick. Like, that's the volume. And it's still, it eared my ears. He's a hyped person. And from what I was told, when you meet him in person, he's the same.
Oh,
That's
damn.
his energy in person. I'm like, that's, you don't be fake for the crowd.
That's
Being
that
fake,
part.
they're gonna, the thing about it is if you're being fake, you're not being yourself. So then the people aren't gonna love you for you. They're gonna love you for whatever you created.
Right. So always be yourself. I like that.
Exactly.
I like
And if
that.
someone likes you for you, then they like you for you. If they don't, then they scroll. It's fine.
Right.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Some guys think girls can't play games.
Hey, hey.
It's true. It's true. Sadly, it is. I
but
mean,
you,
I get told to go to the kitchen and make a sandwich, okay?
but you know
My
what?
friend, my friend was told, what did she say? I just got killed by a dishwasher. That's what they called her. I was all like,
Wow. What
what
is
are we doing
that?
here?
You know
Like,
what?
that's a new.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. These ladies are better than some of us guys. Like, don't even go there. Like, these guys be talking
I'm
all
no
that
god at
trash.
games, but like, come on. Like, if you die, you die. It's a
These ladies,
game. That's
these
my thought
ladies,
process. It's a game.
it's a game, but yet they can't own up and just admit that these ladies are better. They're better and they're just as good. Yeah, and I tell you know what? My thing is we all just try to have fun, but hey, these ladies are beasts. Y'all better be prepared talking to these ladies with that kind of grammar. They're gonna kick y'all's butt. Y'all better watch out. Drop shots, 360, no 360. Oh, I can't. I'm tongue tied right now. 360 no scopes.
I can't do that. I tried.
Oh, I can't do none of that. I can do the drop shot thing, which I'm glad I implemented back on Warzone because it's gotten me more kills than it got me more depth. So and better. Girls are awesome. Hey, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Spread the love. Spread the love. All right, guys. It has been fun. Thank you guys so much. I truly want to thank each and every one of y'all. Jules, it has been amazing. I can't wait for our collabs because we're gonna have more collabs. We're gonna have more collabs.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna have more
We need
collabs.
to do it.
Yeah,
We need to do it.
we're gonna make that happen. And chat, thank you guys so much for being part of this. If you guys have not followed Jules on all of her socials, make sure you show her a little love. And when she goes live, go in there and be like, "Hey, we're part of the movement," and then it'll dawn on her, and then she'll be like, "What's up?" But yeah, till
Thank
next
you for
time.
having me, man.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you, and we'll do this again. We're definitely gonna do another collab, and it's gonna be many more to come. So much love to y'all. Y'all have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day to all of those out there. Much love, and y'all have a great one. And till next time, y'all stay too lit. We out.